Cannonball! Hey everybody, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we picked up Van Dam as our brand new party member. And this time, we're going to be making our way back to the... whatever the place is called. It's Garfont! Because we gotta go and just return there real quick for something.
I call on the power of water.
Okay, we can definitely get that dive in. Just by... I don't think Gorg has... Does he? He doesn't. Yeah, it's Fortitude.
Ready to roll.
Again, at the very least, all of your Common Blades will have their respective type mastery.
I call on the power of water.
So we can grab that for a nice dive. Sploosh. Now, last time we did get into a little bit about blades. We talked about how blades, if their driver dies, the blade will come back, but they'll lose their memories. And that is one of my favorite storytelling things in, like, honestly, any sort of fiction. Because, like, blatantly just straight up speaking, blades are really strong. They're effectively immortal, because they'll keep regenerating all the wounds. Of course, there's some weirdness with how it works with Rex and Pyra, but
Flora heals an
just the fact that you have this where they're definitely very strong, but there's this massive downside that some people might not even know is downside. You know, you can have someone who... they're best friends with someone for their entire life. They protect each other for so long, and then just in the end, you know, the driver dies, and they basically don't exist anymore. Blade's not getting to know, what did I do in a past life? What, you know, they can keep coming back, sure, but really, is it the same? And again, it's a fantastic storytelling device that I love so much. Again, they kind of re-explore it in 3 a little bit, but I don't think they do it nearly as well as they do with Blades in 2. It's just, it's such a fantastic little bit of storytelling to have all of this. Again, it makes the existence of Blades kind of a sad thing, because, again, they're not... They live their life, and then eventually they'll just forget everything. And it could be something entirely out of their control. There is a... like, it's... So, obviously, we had met Bridget, you know, when she didn't have her driver out. Stabbed in 2. Let's try to use it to try to open the chest, but failed? There's something written on it. Wealth and fortune to Erebus, dearest grandson. It's important. If we ever come across the owner, we'll have to ask them about it. It is part of a series now.
Divvy it up, then.
We'll also just open that up. But, like, say that while Bridget was fighting us, Morag dies. Bridget's not gonna know. It's just 1 minute she's there and then just snapped out of existence. And it's just, like, you're not gonna be able to remember that. And it's just, I don't know, I love the storytelling so much. Yeah.
Hey! Hold still. I thought you were a tough salvager, Rex.
Give me a break. Pain is pain, isn't it? How about you? Are you hurt?
Don't worry. It's just a scratch. That was on purpose! You were hurting me on purpose, weren't you? Well...
I wasn't, honest. I was just rubbing the lotion in.
Rex, you rubbed it too hard. It hurts.
Hey,
See?
you two. Give me a look at that. What is this? Haven't seen this before. Don't know why a blade would be stuck with a bunch of wounds. And they're exactly the same as Rex's. Incredible. Never heard of such a thing.
It's all true.
I just thought it was an accessory.
Van Damme, that's not my style.
Blades are supposed to heal up right away, no matter what the wound. If the crystal's in one piece and the driver's alive, nothing can touch him. So why is she all bashed up?
That's just how the chips fell. It is what it is.
What it is a problem. It means if one of you kicks the bucket, you both do.
You told me that a good driver always protects his blade. So that's what I'll do. I'm gonna protect her.
Easier said than done, kid.
Listen, Pyra, she saved my life, brought me back from the dead. So I won't die again. I've got to live, for her sake. Until we get to Elysium, at least. We can make it together.
Rex, you mean?
Going to Elysium? I can't let that stand. It won't do. A bunch of amateurs stealing the show? The script exists for a reason.
Akos.
Please speak only when you're spoken to, traitor.
Traitor, traitor, traitor! Nia, you're one of the baddies now, you villain.
I didn't betray anyone.
Then why do you stand with them? You think that is where you belong?
But I...
Who are these goons?
Torna. They're trying to get their hands on Pyra.
Torna?
Akos, just tell us what you're here for.
Well, the Aegis, of course. I just had to come and see the leading lady with my own eyes.
Jin put you up to this.
Well deduced. Oh, by the way, his orders were to deal with you in whatever manner I see fit. So, you know what that means.
He wouldn't. You're lying.
Why the surprise? Did you think he would still care about you? Oh, to live in your reality.
Ow!
Well, well. Your part in this play is coming to an end. So, time for you to shuffle off the stage.
What's wrong?
I know the name Torna. They've taken the lives of too many drivers, including some of my crew, good people. Rumor says it's because they're collecting core crystals. So, if this Akos is one of them... You! Zuo! Get everyone out of the village!
Yes, sir.
You ready?
Ready.
Got it. Thanks for this.
No problem.
It'll be tough. His blade's Obrona. She can manipulate the ether in the air. It lets him counter elemental attacks by generating fields of the opposing element.
Finally! A decent opponent for a change! Let's go! Come on! Weapons drawn!
And now we get to hear, well, first of all, there is Deathmatch with Torna, which is a fantastic song. And second, and arguably a little bit more important, finally access to chain attacks. We will be getting to those, don't worry. Oh, they actually, okay, let's start us off with an order. Cool. This is also the big reason for the end of your blade combos. We can see that whenever we have one, we'll have, there's the little orb surrounding them. And for that, we can just attack first. From a normal attack, we'll see that there was a little bit of a change on that. If we were attacking with whatever element is that element is weak to, it'll go down basically 2 levels. First level of chain attack will be using your level 1 specials, second level is 2, anything beyond that is 3. Generally speaking, you need to burst an orb in order to get to your second level of chain attack.
Don't mind if I do.
And also generally speaking, you'll also run out of, yeah. For example, right there, Dromar doesn't really have much access to his going on there.
Chain attack finish.
But we do a little bit like so. If you manage to break a orb, that will pretty much guarantee you to be able to use that same blade. Torna is very bad at chain attacks, and also Vandon is very bad at chain attacks as well, because again, you only have access to the one, which means if you just get unlucky and you don't have things available, then you're kind of just screwed.
See you on the other side.
Yeah, I kind of figured we wouldn't be able to topple him. Shackle Driver is the most devastating effect you can really have, because it means you just can't do anything for a little bit. So it's always useful to have some Earth in waiting, just in case you have someone who can Shackle Driver. It's not very common, but it is something that does show up from time to time, so be a little bit cautious about that. Bop you. Akos is in order to do a chain attack, you need to use all 3 levels of your party gauge.
You think you're clever?
Good job.
And Shackle Driver kind of sucks because you just can't do anything for a little while. It's just like really boring. Again, it's also very uncommon, which is pretty useful. Or it's rather handy, I suppose. It's better than being super common. But yeah, it's again, Shackle Driver, always good to be able to try to seal that. Shackle Blade is means you can't use your blade specials.
Still getting stronger.
Such an honor, sharing a stage with the legendary Aegis! Ah! Huh? Why would the driver?
It seems that they're taking each other's damage somehow.
Ah, so that means that the Aegis is a mere mortal right now. In that case, a little more damage, and she'll be easy to deal with. Pyra!
Kids these days, I swear, can't leave you alone for a minute.
Could use a hand.
Leave it to me. I'll take this dog down.
Ah! What's happening?
What? The ether flow's disturbed. How am I supposed to deflect now?
You and your fancy moves. You lack grit.
Just too many of these bit players. My interest has waned. Abrona, perhaps it's time for another tale.
Sure.
Pyra! Pyra! Pyra!
How is she?
She's not badly hurt. Dromark think she just needs rest.
That's good to hear.
Maybe. I used too much power again.
Hey, Rex.
Hmm?
Know what the difference is between me and that Akos fella?
Well, he's a bad guy, trying to get Pyra. And you're... not?
Thanks for the vote of confidence, kid. What if I told you that we weren't that different?
Huh?
My crew at the village, we think we're fighting for justice. But a just fight? I'm telling you now, there's no such thing. What people call justice, it's just an excuse to fight. War is war. The more you stand up for yourself, the more people want to fight you. Before you know it, you're in a war. Listen, all I'm saying is, we've got our fight, and he's got his.
But what he's doing is...
Yeah, it's bad. But war ain't about right and wrong. Power. That's all it is. And power can take many different forms. It depends on the heart of its wielding. If we don't use our power, just because we're scared of it, we're done for. As for who's right and who's wrong, no one knows for sure. So all we can do is protect what's important.
I think I understand.
We all got our own war, kid.
My... war?
Good morning.
Pyra! Feeling better?
Yeah, I slept so much.
Good. Glad to hear.
Also, Nia's got something to talk to you about.
She does?
Yeah. Go ahead, Nia.
Rex, I want you to come help me.
Come where?
To Van Damme. I need to tell him about my past with Akos and all that lot.
Ah, sure. If you'd like me to, I will.
Thanks.
Nia originally said she was going to go alone, but I said maybe it'd be better if you went along too.
Maybe I should explain. Van Damme, he kind of scares me a bit.
Ha ha! I get it.
Random's left the party for a little bit. He's not going to be gone for long. But I think that we're actually just going to end things off for this time. Yeah, we'll end things off for this time. Next time, we'll go and meet up with Vandam once again. But until then, see you guys later.